Hello and good evening. Welcome to another episode of All or Not According to Jack, with Jack Toledano as your host. And today, as you can see behind me, we have Tom's Restaurant on 108th Street and Broadway, I believe it is, the site of where Jerry Seinfeld and his pals would hang out for 9 seasons and talk about all or nada, or rather a show about nothing, which is kind of where the name of my show was derived from, or thereabouts. But tonight, this is going to be a relatively short episode, but I had said in the past that we're going to talk about some of the terms and catchphrases of the show. Tonight, I'm going to hit you with about 5 funny ones. And then we're going to talk about some future episodes that we're planning in the very near future. So here goes. First one, a non-pony country. What is a non-pony country? A non-pony country, one who leaves a country packed with ponies to come to a non-pony country and is easily offended by a non-pony country native. Next one, Cramp Bark. What is Cramp Bark? An ingredient in an herbal tea that is rumored to have killed Curly Howard. Synonym, couch grass. Or an ingredient that could send somebody into hysterics and into an ambulance with purple skin. Okay, number 3, the astronaut pen. It writes upside down. What is an astronaut pen? Like I said, a pen that writes upside down. Second definition, pen that causes grief amongst the senior citizens of a senior community in Florida, i.e. Del Boca Vista, causing a chain reaction of gossip amongst the elders. What's going on in this community? Next, and this one is very corny, the big toe captain. How the big toe is the captain of the toes and henceforth is in charge of the foot. B, a failed comedic, a failed attempt at a comedy shtick. Very failed. Okay, the last one, and this is the longest one, and this was said, very subtly, but I thought it was a good definition. The toilet paper museum. We know how certain members of the show always obsess about toilet paper. It's actually cost them a few relationships. So what is the toilet paper museum? A place that might display the history of toilet paper. A, usage of toilet paper in the Civil War. B, what it was like in the 1860s. C, toilet paper in big loose clumps. D, toilet paper advancements up to perforation and the very first 6-pack. E, toilet paper through the Crusades, et al. Again, can only experience this on a show about nothing. So anyway, let's talk about some upcoming events that we have going on. So we did our first Seinfeld editions tonight. I hope everybody enjoys the Super Bowl tomorrow. I know I'm probably not going to enjoy the halftime show, and I don't think I have since The Who was on it several years ago. The next, probably about the end of the year, Pete and I did a show where we talked about a day in the life of Pete Pardo. We're going to be bringing that to this show next week. and I will have a special guest, so stay tuned. Hopefully, hopefully everybody will be surprised by that. Should be fun. Next thing we have, I'm going to be bringing a new concept to the show, and it probably will be a mini series, and I'll be doing it from time to time. I tentatively titled My Musical Formative Years. So it's going to be talking about music, that helped me come of age, my teen years, and talk a little bit about the pop culture of the time, some concerts that I may have attended at that time, albums that I may have bought, songs that I may have liked or disliked, popular TV shows, movies, etc., etc. So stay tuned. That's going to be fun, but there's going to be a lot of writing going into that, so please be patient. We might have another Seinfeld topic in the next week or two. I'm actually going to talk about Rush's top songs. That's coming up maybe in a couple weeks. My wife and I will be going to Florida, so there may not be that much in another week. So there may not be that much content. But when we get back, we'll talk about the Rush top 10 songs or top 15 or whatever. But that's going to be a lot of fun. I love Rush. Next, so in about another couple weeks, AEW Wrestling is going to have a pay-per-view. I probably will do a recap with George Parsakian, who was in another wrestling-themed show. Just go back and look in my archives. And we may have another special guest for that show, so stay tuned. And last but not least on the docket, we're going to eventually talk about my top 20 favorite Southern rock songs. Another topic that I really love. So that will be a lot of fun. And there may be a few surprises there. So last but not least, I just want to say thank you to everybody who's been watching my videos. I just had my first video go over 1,000 views. It's actually now at 1,100, so I am super psyched. The video that I did last week regarding Jethro Tull's new album release. What is it called? I'm losing it. The album called The Zealot Gene. Very interesting article about that. So, folks, thank you so much for your support. Keep watching. Don't get frustrated with too many pens that don't write upside down. And have a good night and enjoy the Super Bowl tomorrow.